Hi friends, welcome to Crack Rugby. We are back with very important lecture on the current affairs series. So this would be the 13th and 14th October. This is very important for your upcoming exam, that is NABARD Grade A and Grade B. But this is also important for the upcoming examination of the RBI and SEBI, right? So let's begin. This is specifically focused for your phase 2. Okay, let's begin with the first news article. Continuation of Swachh Bharat Mission. Okay, Swachh Bharat Mission Urban. So, the Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has extended this Swachh Bharat Mission Urban till 2025-26 with a focus on sustainability of open defecation free outcomes. What is the financial outlay? 1,41,600 crores. Okay, very important point to remember has been finalized for. So this has been noted as Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. Got it? Now, including central share. So this would be the central share, and rest of the share would be from share would come from the state government for a period of 2021 to 25-26, which is over 2.5 times the financial outlay of 62,009 crore in the last phase of the mission. Okay, so in the last phase, the government has spent only this much amount, and now on phase 2, that is 2.0, the government has come down very aggressively and very dedicatedly given the amount that is 2.5 times the previous one. Okay, so now fund sharing, this is the pattern. Okay, fund sharing pattern. Cities with million plus population x 2575, central and state. Cities with population between 1 to 10 lakh x 3367. Okay, cities with less than 1 lakh population is 50-50. Union territories without legislature x 100, because that's union territory without legislature means 100% controlled by the union government. But union territories with legislature, which has legislature like New Delhi, it's 80-20, right? So let's see few more details. So what is the expected outcomes under SBMU 2.0 in the sanitation front? Okay, so in the sanitation and solid waste management, a statutory town to become at least ODF free. Okay, all cities with more than 1 lakh population to become ODS free plus plus. Okay, putting in place system and process so that all water waste is safely treated and optimally reused, and no untreated water waste pollutes water body. Okay, you see these are the details. Okay, when you see, not very important in terms of your objective paper, but you should know these details for your descriptive paper. See, now NABARD and RBI both are descriptive paper. Okay, so you never know that what all future examination like SBI PO, IBPS, what all examination will change their pattern to descriptive, right? So you will have to know these few points when you have to write something on a paper, right? Then on the solid waste front, all cities to achieve 3-star garbage free certification. Then Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 key features. Over the next 5 years, the focus launched on. Okay, so this was launched on 1st October 2021 by Prime Minister on sustainable and sanitation and solid waste management outcomes. Okay, so these are the primary outcome, and acceleration the momentum generate, thus achieving the mission of garbage free urban India. Okay, it's about the garbage free urban India. So this is not the end of this piece of news. So if you are following our current affair material that we release on a daily basis, very soon we would be releasing it in the web page of ours. Okay, so there you can find all the details. Then let's move forward. Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation, Amrit 2.0. Cabinet approves the Atal Mission for means Urban 2.0 till 2025-26. Okay. The Union Cabinet. So see, let's not read all the detail. Let us just highlight the important things. Okay. It's 25, 26. Then, with an aim of making cities water secure and self-sustainable through circular economy of water. What is circular economy of water? Look, how does water comes to us? Through rain. Okay, and where does this clouds get water from? Through the process of evaporation, it goes up. So you see that is circular motion. Okay, and whatever rain it comes, if we can use this water, sustainably, then many water, in many places in India, there is water scarcity. We can solve that, right? So let's move forward. Okay. So Amrit 2.0 was launched in June 2015 to facilitate ease of living citizen in only 500 cities. Right? So till now, what has happened? You can read it. Okay. Yeah. So let's move forward in the lecture and see few more details. So taking forward the remarkable Amrit means the first phase. The second phase targets universal coverage of water supply by providing household tap connection in all 4370 statutory towns. Sorry, 4378 towns. So how many towns are there? 4378 statutory towns. 100% coverage of, so these are the target, 100% coverage. Okay, then total indicate financial outlay is rupees 2,77,000 crore, including central share of rupees 76,760 crore for 5 years from financial year 2021-22 to financial year 26. Okay, so again, with this news also, this is not end. If you are following our current affair material, do go there. You will find more details about the piece of news in that. Okay, so let's move forward with the next news article, that is nutrient based subsidy. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs chaired by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, approved the proposal of Department of Fertilizer. Okay, so Department of Fertilizer had a proposal. Nutrient-based subsidy rates for P&K fertilizer. So what is P&K? P is the chemical name, chemical symbol of phosphorus, and K is for potash. Okay, for the financial year 22. Okay, now financial impact that the government is going to incur is 28,655 crore. So let's move forward. The next news article, Pradhan Mantri Bharatiya Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana. Okay. So with an objective of making quality generic medicines at affordable price for all, PMBJP was launched by Department of Pharmaceutical, Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, Government of India in November 2008. So this is a scheme from 2008. So as on October 10, 2021, the number of store has increased to 8,366 and all the 736 districts are covered. Okay, so at least there is one store in one district. Then medicine available under PMBJP are priced 50 to 90% less than that of branded medicine. So these are generic medicine for your information. Okay, so during financial year 2021 has achieved a sale of 665.83 crore at MRP. Okay, so this is an important piece of news since health is very uh, concerning these days. And if you also follow the union budget, you see that health was given importance there as well. Let's move forward to the next news article. India Post launches ePLI bond, digital version of PLI policy bonds. Simple. There is an app called DigiLocker in the Google Play Store and iOS Store, right? And when you log into that app, you can actually keep many of your documents, your certificates, okay, in the DigiLocker, and those will be valid, right? So now what India Post did, India Post had, you know, uh, launched the e version, means If you are a policy holder from the India Post, you can download DigiLocker and download those bond in the digital format. And this is for the new customer and for the old customer, right? This is the news all about. So there is no new bond. It's just that this ePLI bond is launched in DigiLocker. Let's move forward. Niti Aayog UNDP launch handbook. So by the name itself, it is clear that the handbook is being launched by the Niti Aayog in collaboration with UNDP India, right? Launched a handbook to promote sustainable management of plastic waste in the country. The report has been jointly developed by UNDP India and Niti Aayog in consultation with eminent expert and leading organization in the domain of plastic waste. The discussion for handbook was initiated in February 2021. Okay. This was followed by over 20 virtual stakeholder consultation. Means it has been to release the handbook. It has been uh, Niti Aayog and UNDP India has consulted more than 20 stakeholder virtually. Right now, what is this about? This handbooks present best practice and example from cities in India and Southeast Asia which face similar infrastructure and plastic waste challenges. Right? So it's about making the infrastructure and plastic waste management solid. Okay, so there are four components. Number one, technical model for plastic waste recycling and management. Number two, material recovery facility for improved plastic waste management implementation. Number three, institutionalization of MRF in governance body. Number four, IEC and digitalization. Okay. Next is IMF keeps its Indian economic growth projection for financial year 22 unchanged at 9.5. So the International Monetary Fund has retained its projection. So let's not read the whole data. So for financial year 22, the projection for India's growth by the IMF is 9.5%. Previously also it was 9% and currently it has been retained to 9.5%. And in this image, what you can see, this image is from Business Standard. Okay. So where is IMF? This is IMF. So initially it said 9.5. Now also it's 9.5. As per Standard & Poor's, it's 9.5, 9 point. As per RBI, it's 9.5, 9 point. So let us write. Okay. So 9.5%. Who said? Standard and Poor, IMF, okay, then RBI. So 9.5, these three organizations have said 9.5. Now, ADB, first it said 11, now it has trimmed to 10%. ICRA, first it said 8.5%, now it's 9. Okay. So Fitch rating also earlier projected as 10% and now it's 8.7%. So now means after the second COVID wave. Okay, World Bank has retained its stance at 8.3 previous and now also. Okay, so this is some important things that you should know by heart. Let's move to the next news article. RBI issue small finance bank license. So you know that there is a bank called Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. You might have heard in the news. Okay, so that bank has been taken over by a joint consortium of Centrum Group and BharatPe. Okay, Centrum Group and BharatPe. So these two has formed a come together and have took over the liabilities of Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank and formed in small finance bank. And recently, this bank has been given license by the Reserve Bank of India. So in June, the RBI gave in principle approval to the Centrum Financial Service to set up a small finance bank. Okay. So approval was given, but license was issued recently. Okay. So there were two different things. Let's move forward. The next news article. Four Indian entities among 20 largest Asia Pacific banks in quarter 3. Very important. So this is by the Standard and Poor Global Market Intelligence. Okay. So who are those? HDFC at number 7 with market capitalization of 119 billion USD. Okay. Then it is followed by ICICI Bank, then ICICI, and then SBI. SBI is at 17th position. Okay. So followed by ICICI and State Bank of India, which rose to 8.1%. So not this data is important. Then Kotak Mahindra Bank made it to the list after logging a 17.5% gain in market cap list on the. Okay. So Kotak Mahindra Bank is the new entrant. So these are the four banks. Now, can you mention it in the comment section out of this four bank, which is the three bank, too big to fail banks? Okay. Or economically bank. So if you see, this is the right of the top 20. So Kotak Mahindra Bank is at 19th, State Bank of India at 17, ICICI Bank is at 12. Okay, so this is Asian Bank, top 20 Asia Pacific Bank by market capitalization. Let's move forward with the next news article. First, green bond. The European Union launched its first ever green bond. This is 15-year bond which will raise 12 billion euro or 13.9 billion US dollar. Okay, received more than 135 billion of demand. So you see there is a huge demand, more than 10 times the demand of the issued amount. Okay, of what? Green bond. Okay, so the bond which will finance member states environmentally beneficial project as part of the block COVID-19 recovery fund is the first step for the EU, European Union, which aims to be carbon neutral by 2050. So see, whenever you read green bond, so means the money will be raised from the green bond will be used for the green projects only, right? Carbon footprint will be negligible or zero for that projects. So let's move forward. The next news article, that is Scripps M. So what is Scripps? Climate Resilience Information System and Planning Tool. Okay, so Union Ministry of Rural Development and Panchayati Raj, Giriraj Singh has launched it. For what? For integration of climate information in GIS based watershed planning under Mahatma Gandhi Narega, along with the Lord Tariq Ahmed. So these are the minister. So this is very important. Okay, means the climatic information will come into the geographical information system under Mahatma Gandhi, pardon my handwriting, Manrega. Okay, so this has been launched alongside within uh, minister from the United Kingdom, right? Lord Tariq Ahmed. Then the Manrega is already being used as a mechanism to deliver climate resilient in various projects. Okay, then pilot project for climate resilient program started in 7 districts of state Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Rajasthan, MP, UP, and Jharkhand. Very important. You should know at least the name of the states. Okay, let's move to the next news article. That is global debt jump to new 226 trillion. Okay, so this is the global debt that all the country together has, right? Dollar 226 trillion. This is very huge amount. Okay, as per the International Monetary Fund. So this is a report by the IMF where, see, International Monetary Fund projected government debt, including that of center and the state. So this is about India, to rise a record of 90.6% of the GDP during 2021-22 against 89.6% in the previous year. Then It will then moderate to 88.8% during financial year 23, means 2 years from now, but will remain over 85% during the next 5 years till 26-27. The IMF said in the latest fiscal monitor. So, as per the report by IMF named fiscal monitor, right? So, very important news. According to the fiscal monitor, the deficit will remain above the pre-COVID level in the next 5 years. It is likely to be 7.8% in 2026-27. The gap between the expenditure and revenue of the government was at 7.4% during financial year 20, right? So with this, we have come to the end of this lecture. We wish you very good luck for your upcoming examination, Phase 2, NABARD Grade A and Grade B. Thank you from Team Crack Grade B.